In the clamour of the modern world, silence has become a rare and precious commodity. We are bombarded with noise, distractions, and the constant need to express ourselves. But what if I told you that true growth often occurs in the quiet moments away from the spotlight? Imagine a seed buried beneath the soil. It's surrounded by darkness and silence, yet it is in this quiet space that it gathers the strength to sprout, to grow, to eventually break through the surface and reach for the sky. Silence allows us to hear our own thoughts, to connect with our inner selves, and to gain clarity amidst the chaos. For centuries, the ancient philosophy of Stoicism has championed the power of silence and inner strength. The Stoics understood that true freedom comes not from external validation, but from mastering our own minds. They believed that by cultivating virtues like wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance, we could navigate the inevitable storms of life with resilience and grace. Stoicism provides a framework for living in accordance with nature, accepting what is beyond our control and focusing on what we can influence, our own thoughts and actions. In a world that often prizes outward appearances and superficial achievements, Stoicism reminds us that true growth is an inside job. Silence can feel like an empty space, an absence of something. We're conditioned to fill every moment with noise, with distraction, but the Stoics recognized that silence is not empty. It's fertile ground. It's in the quiet that we connect with our deepest selves. Think of a craftsman, meticulously honing his skills, hours spent in quiet practice, perfecting each movement, each stroke. When we embrace silence, we embrace the opportunity to reflect, to observe without judgment. This self-awareness is the foundation of growth. In an age of constant self-promotion, the Stoics offer a refreshing alternative discretion. They understood that true power lies not in broadcasting every thought, but in choosing our words carefully, speaking only when it truly adds value. Consider the words of Epictetus. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. When we talk less, we open ourselves up to new perspectives, to learning from the world around us. We become more attuned to the subtle cues in conversations, in relationships, in the environment itself. This heightened awareness is not about being passive, but about gathering information, processing it thoughtfully, and using it to make informed decisions. The Stoics understood that true growth is an inside job. While the world may judge us on our accomplishments, on our outward success, the Stoics valued something far more profound, the development of our character. This inner work, often done in silence, is what truly defines us. Think of a tree with deep roots. It can weather any storm because its foundation is strong, unseen but essential. Cultivating these roots requires time, introspection, and a willingness to confront our own shortcomings. It's in this quiet, consistent effort that we build a foundation for lasting growth and fulfillment. Now let's talk about something many chase relentlessly: financial security. The Stoics wouldn't tell you to ignore wealth, but to redefine it. True wealth, they believed, is not about amassing vast fortunes, but about living within your means, being content with what you have, and using your resources wisely. Imagine a farmer tending to his fields. He doesn't control the weather, the market prices, but he controls his own efforts, his own diligence. This is the essence of the Stoic approach to finances. It's about focusing on what you can control: your work ethic, your spending habits, your investments in yourself. In our consumerist society, we're bombarded with messages that happiness lies in acquiring more, in keeping up with the Joneses. But the Stoics offer a powerful antidote to this insatiable hunger contentment. Think of a clear, still pond. Its surface reflects the sky, the trees, the world around it, but it remains undisturbed by them. This is the Stoic ideal, to find a place of inner peace, undisturbed by the constant fluctuations of external desires. It's about recognizing that true happiness comes not from what you own, but from within. When you detach from material desires, you free yourself from a powerful source of anxiety and discontent. The Stoics believed that the greatest investment you can make is not in stocks or bonds, but in yourself, in your mind, your character, your skills. This is an investment that pays dividends throughout your life, regardless of external circumstances. Imagine a blacksmith hammering away at a piece of metal, shaping it into a tool of enduring strength and utility. Each strike of the hammer, each burst of heat, refines the metal, making it stronger, more resilient. This is the process of self-improvement. It requires effort, discipline, and a willingness to embrace discomfort. It's about identifying your weaknesses and working on them, honing your skills, expanding your knowledge, and cultivating your virtues. Financial growth is one thing, but what about the growth of our inner selves? The Stoics understood that true peace comes not from external circumstances, but from within. It's about cultivating a state of mind that remains calm amidst the storms of life, a sanctuary we carry with us wherever we go. Picture a lighthouse standing tall amidst crashing waves. The storm rages around it, yet the light remains steady, a beacon of hope for sailors lost at sea. Our inner peace, cultivated through Stoic principles, can be that lighthouse. This inner peace doesn't mean ignoring the challenges of life, but rather facing them with a sense of tranquility and perspective. It's about choosing to focus on what we can influence, on responding to adversity with virtue and reason. Our minds are often compared to monkeys, swinging from one thought to another, rarely finding stillness. The Stoics recognized the importance of taming this monkey mind, of cultivating a sense of present moment awareness, of mindfulness. Imagine a skilled archer aiming for a distant target. His focus is absolute, his mind still, his every movement deliberate and controlled. Mindfulness is like that archer's focus, bringing our attention to the present moment without judgment. When we practice mindfulness, we observe our thoughts and emotions without getting carried away by them. This practice helps us to detach from the endless chatter of the mind, the worries about the past, the anxieties about the future. In today's hyper-connected world, finding silence can feel like a radical act. We're constantly bombarded with information, notifications, and demands on our attention. Yet, creating space for silence and reflection is crucial for our mental and spiritual well-being. Think of a writer seeking inspiration. He retreats to a quiet cabin in the woods, surrounded by nature, away from the distractions of daily life. It's in this solitude that his creativity flourishes, that his best ideas emerge. Whether it's a few minutes of meditation each morning, a quiet walk in nature, or a digital detox for a few hours each week, finding ways to create space for silence is essential. The Stoics were avid practitioners of journaling, using it as a tool for self-reflection, self-improvement, and finding clarity amidst life's challenges. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, they all kept journals capturing their thoughts, insights, and observations. Imagine a sculptor meticulously chipping away at a block of marble, slowly revealing the masterpiece hidden within. Journaling can be like that, a process of chiseling away at our thoughts and emotions, uncovering the truths that lie beneath. Through journaling, we engage in a dialogue with ourselves, giving voice to our inner thoughts and feelings. It's a space where we can be completely honest, vulnerable, and without judgment. Regular journaling helps us to gain a better understanding of ourselves, our motivations, and our patterns of behavior. Now you might be thinking, this is all well and good, but how can I be present, engaged in the world, while also cultivating this inner silence? The Stoics wouldn't advocate for becoming hermits, withdrawing from society altogether. They understood the importance of social connection, but also the need for discernment in how we engage. Think of a stately oak tree standing in a meadow. It doesn't clamour for attention, yet its presence is undeniable. It provides shade, shelter, a sense of peace to all who gather beneath its branches. That's the power of a quiet presence. It's about carrying yourself with a sense of calm, of quiet confidence, even in the midst of a bustling social gathering. In our fast-paced world, listening has become a lost art. We're often so busy formulating our own responses or checking our phones that we fail to truly listen. True connection happens when we're fully engaged in hearing what the other person has to say. This is the essence of deep listening, to be fully present, to allow them to feel seen and valued. The Stoics believed in living a life of purpose, aligning our actions with our values. Not every battle is worth fighting. Sometimes the wisest course is to remain silent. A skilled general surveys the battlefield, choosing moments to engage with precision. This is discernment, knowing when to act and when to remain silent. By practicing discernment, we conserve energy for what truly matters. The eloquence of action, letting your results speak for themselves. In a world obsessed with self-promotion, the Stoics offer a refreshing alternative. Let your actions speak louder than words. True success needs no embellishment. It shines through in our deeds. Think of a master craftsman putting the finishing touches on a beautiful piece of furniture. He doesn't need to boast about his skills. The craftsmanship speaks for itself. This is the power of letting your results speak for themselves. Let's talk about putting these principles into action with quiet, strategic intentionality. True progress happens with small, deliberate steps taken consistently over time. Think of a chess player contemplating their next move. They carefully consider each possibility, anticipating reactions. That's the essence of moving in silence. Plan, strategize, set goals, and chart a course without fanfare. Focus on the process, knowing success comes from consistent effort. It's about quiet determination and relentless focus on your path. Move in silence, only speak when it's time to say checkmate. Strategic action is about knowing when to make your move for maximum impact. Choose your moments carefully, bide your time, and act decisively. Think of a predator stalking its prey. It moves with stealth, patience, and precision. It remains laser-focused on its target. There are times to act, to seize the opportunity with confidence, balance patience with decisive action for lasting success. Growth in silence isn't about seeking the spotlight or external validation. It's the quiet satisfaction of progress, becoming your best self on your own terms. Inner peace comes from living in alignment with your values. Think of a garden hidden behind high walls. Inside, flowers bloom, a testament to care and attention, even in seclusion. That's the essence of silent growth, beauty and abundance from inner development. The path of silent growth is not always easy. It requires discipline, patience, and resisting the pull of the external world. But the rewards are worth the effort. Now, it's your move. Will you embrace the power of silence to cultivate your inner garden? Move through life with intention, letting your actions speak louder than words. Embrace silence for reflection and self-discovery. Practice discretion, speaking less and observing more. Invest in yourself, cultivating your mind and skills. Find contentment in the present moment. Move with quiet confidence, letting your actions speak. Move in silence, only speak when it's time to say, checkmate. Let your development speak for you.